Despite its reputation for glamour and luxury, Hollywood has a long and troubled history of scandals that have rocked the entertainment industry. In this video, we will reveal some of the most shocking and outrageous scandals that have occurred in Hollywood, and explore the dark side of the film industry that is often hidden from the public view. The Harvey Weinstein Scandal. In 2017, people found out about the bad things that Harvey Weinstein, a famous film producer, had done. For many years, he had used his power and influence to harm young actresses and employees by inviting them to hotel rooms and then doing inappropriate things to them without their permission. When more and more women spoke out about what had happened to them, everyone learned about the extent of Weinstein's abuse of power. This caused a lot of negative reactions and consequences for Weinstein. He was fired from his own company and faced criminal charges in several places. The scandal also started a movement called #MeToo, where people shared their own experiences with harassment and abuse of power. In 2020, after a well-known trial, Weinstein was found guilty of rape and sexual assault. He was sentenced to 23 years in prison. The news about his crimes caused shock and outrage in Hollywood and beyond, and started important conversations about consent, harassment, and abuse of power. The Weinstein scandal was a very bad event in Hollywood's history, but it did lead to important changes and accountability. The Michael Jackson Scandal. In 2003, the world was stunned when Michael Jackson, one of the most famous and successful musicians of all time, was charged with child molestation. A 13-year-old boy accused Jackson of sexual abuse, sparking a media frenzy and causing the singer to face intense scrutiny and criticism. As the case went to trial in 2005, the public watched on with bated breath, wondering if the king of pop would be found guilty of the heinous crimes he was accused of. Despite Jackson's vigorous denials, the trial was filled with controversy and shocking revelations. In the end, the jury returned a verdict of not guilty on all charges, bringing an end to one of the most high-profile and sensationalized legal cases in history. While Jackson was ultimately acquitted, the allegations and trial had a lasting impact on his reputation and career. The Bill Cosby Scandal. Comedian Bill Cosby accused of sexual assault by multiple women, dating back decades. As more and more women spoke out, it became clear that Cosby had a disturbing pattern of drugging and assaulting women throughout his career. Despite the mounting evidence against him, Cosby refused to admit his guilt and continued to perform and tour as if nothing had happened. But the allegations against him could not be ignored, and in 2018 he was finally brought to trial on charges of sexual assault. After a highly publicized and contentious legal battle, he was found guilty and sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison. The scandal sparked a conversation about consent, harassment, and abuse of power and led to change within the entertainment industry. The Jeffrey Epstein Scandal. The Jeffrey Epstein scandal was a shocking case involving the sexual abuse and trafficking of minors by a wealthy financier. In 2019, Epstein was arrested and later found dead in his jail cell. His death was ruled a suicide, but many believe it was murder to protect powerful associates. The scandal sparked outrage and disbelief, as Epstein had connections to influential people, including politicians and celebrities. The case is ongoing, with many of Epstein's accomplices facing criminal charges. The scandal was a dark moment in Hollywood's history with far-reaching consequences. The Charlie Sheen scandal was a shocking and controversial event that rocked Hollywood. In 2011, Sheen was accused of sexually assaulting several women and was publicly revealed to be HIV positive. The scandal sparked outrage and had a significant impact on Sheen's career and reputation. It was a reminder of the dangers of substance abuse and the importance of personal responsibility and accountability. The aftermath of the scandal was intense and suspenseful, as Sheen faced legal consequences and struggled with substance abuse and mental health issues. It was a dark moment in Hollywood's history, one that had far-reaching consequences for Sheen and those around him. The Marvin Gaye Scandal. On April 1, 1984, Marvin Gaye, one of the most successful and influential musicians of all time, was shot and killed by his own father, Marvin Gaye Sr., following an argument at their home in Los Angeles. Gaye Sr. pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and was sentenced to probation. The shocking and tragic death of Marvin Gaye sent shockwaves through the music industry and left a lasting impact on the world of entertainment. That's the end of today's video. If you liked it, please take a moment to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family.